Firsty.
Yes, you are. Greetings and salutations. What's up, Fatality? I hope everything is well. It's Tuesday, which means we made it through Middle Finger Monday. We made it through Murder Spree Monday. We just made it through the first of the week. To me, that's always a good sign. Oh, you gotta bear with me.
I got my package today. Thanks.
Sweet. See, like I said, my post office always says it takes X number of weeks or X number of days, and they always pull it off in 2. As long as they don't break anything anymore, that's all I worry about. I've had enough broken packages shipped. That's the worst feeling. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are on the channel, besides Fatality, who's the only one talking at the moment, speak up! Speak now, or, well, I won't say forever hold your peace, because that'd be no fun. To let you guys know, after last week and a couple of weeks before, we had a game that ran really, really long. So, we're going to start putting some time limits on these. And I know it's not the best thing in the world, and I got to rework some so it'll happen. But if you're not participating, it's kind of hard for you to sit there.
Package. Ooh, behave.
Don't jinx yourself. It's kind of hard to keep you guys' attention as much as I would like when one game seems to take two plus hours to run, which is what happened with the Only Connect game. I made some adjustments to it, so that should not happen again.
Howdy, everyone.
But hey, Flop, how we doing? Starting this coming Saturday, we're going to start putting an hour time limit on each game. And like I said, the reason is because I want to keep everybody involved. And it's kind of hard to do when you're running a closed game, and the closed game takes forever. So my plan is to pick up a simple loud egg timer, because I can't use the computer. The computer's already doing about 45 other things when I'm broadcasting, which is a nightmare in itself. So we're basically going to play a game, and then once the timer goes off, we're in basically what we call sudden death. And so, like I said, there are a few swaps and changes I have to make. I spent most of today, when I wasn't working, trying to fix the TKO game. So hopefully, no guarantees, the TKO game will be Saturday. So that will be the close game for Saturday. At least that's the plan. Like I said, I got other stuff that's already ready to go, which I may have to fall back on because I'm still debugging a little, because I had to make some major changes to this one. So the TKO game is the plan for Saturday. It will be for 3 players and 3 players only.
Hey, Fatality got my prize today as well. Can't wait to start it.
I'm still waiting to see if Trenzor got his, because Trenzor's told me he has got 2 customs, and he was supposed to be picking it up Saturday or Sunday. I can't remember. Alright, let me clear that out, lock that up, so I don't use the phone. As you guys can tell, I'm always full of a bundle of energy and everything else. No advertisements on me today. We're doing the United Way show-off thing. just because it needs to be done on occasion. It really does. Tonight, we have our usual one sponsor, but tonight's prize list is brought to you by a brand new submittee. Is that the word I'm looking for? Submitter. So the gentleman in question will be getting a prize. It's already been predetermined by me. It's down here. And everybody will be playing the prize list for one other small prize tonight. Actually, I think I picked up the wrong one. Damn it. Bear with me. Because I had a different one I was going to give him today. So bear with me while I go find it. Yeah, so I'm getting in front of the camera really, really bad. Sorry. Oh, I got to figure out where it went. That's the catch. Because I know I put it in a bag. There it is. That one is going to the guest of honor today. Huh. Okay. Sorry about that. I know you guys didn't mind seeing my little belly.
Flop.
Hey, Dr. Jekyll, how are we doing? Yeah, like I said, to answer your question, Dr. J, the Tuesday broadcasts, if they're really easy, is over an hour. If they're a little more difficult, about an hour and a half. Give or take. Give or take. And like I said, Saturday we didn't get done with 2 games till 1 a.m. And even for me, that was a bit much for 2 games. Because you guys know, I can do 24. I'm good at that. I've proven that. I can do 25, thank you very much. But to keep you guys' attention, we're gonna time crunch a few things. So I got some working to do on a few things. And let's see, what else do we have to talk about today before we get through the title screens? To be honest with you,
no worries, too tired to do it tonight.
Absolutely nothing to talk about, I think. You might do a week. Oh, this will be interesting. Dr. Jekyll gets killed on the weekend. That would be very, very interesting. I even had my murder weapon available, and I forgot to take the photo of it for Monday. Dang it! Can't believe I forgot that. So basically, that reminds me, before I forget, Dr. Jekyll, I need you to send me a list of 6 of your patients and 6 rooms in the Institute. Doesn't matter what 6. I got one set up that I'm going to use your broadcast to assist with, kind of.
Hello, list Wits and everyone.
I know we'll have, hey bros, how we doing? I know we'll have Nurse Anima. It's not Nurse Emma, it's Nurse Anima. Can we get that right, please? It just sounds so much better that way. Magic Hand Bob, patient 217, so I need three more Institute people. And then I need 6 rooms that are in the Institute. I know there's a kitchen, I know there's the broadcast room, there's the doctor's office. I think those are one and the same though. So I gotta come up with the other 3 at least. But ladies and gentlemen, we are getting close to starting time tonight. And as always,
Good, my sky is kind of pink.
The answer is
kind of pink. I'm trying to think. Green is tornado.
What's up, Day Saint fan?
Hey, D-Back, what's the good word? Green is tornado, gray is heavy storms.
Hello, bros, okay, I'll email you, Saint.
I can't think of what pink is. I know there's another weather phenomenon that's pink. Isn't pink like fire off in the distance, usually? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get started. And as always, we start with tradition. And tradition around here says it's time for
Sunset.
Yeah, well, sunset too. It's time for the 4-letter word, ladies and gentlemen. You guys know how it works, or at least those of you that are regulars on the channel. Speaking of regulars,
Yeah, we just had a lightning storm.
I want to thank you guys. We have hit 120 subscribers. So literally in the past week and a half, we added 15 subscribers on the YouTube channel. Or no, we added 18 because we hit 102 when we did the shirt giveaway. And we are up to 120, so we are making progress. Of course, I will never catch some of the big names, but who cares? I got you guys, I get to entertain you, I get to entertain myself, I get to act a little loopy, and I have to start filling out the documentation to get into the Institute. That much I do know. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for the 4-letter word, which I did not write down in the notes, so you guys are going to have to trust me on this. 4-letter word, straight down the middle. Each letter completes one of the words going across. So it's very, very simple. And the 15-minute time limit. Hey, Em, how we doing? Actually, we have a 17-minute time limit. If we get that far. Because we always run this till 7:30. Tuesdays I can time beautifully. Tuesdays I seem to time brilliantly. It's like basically, if you guys are fast and we talk for X number of minutes, or I talk and y'all listen and you make fun of me. Geez. I'm trying to figure out legit is a word.
Fast someone guessed the word right.
Well, if someone guesses the word right, then basically I go make a run for my adult beverage, which I still need to do. It's still sitting over in the fridge. And we let you guys get ready to take a shot at the vault.
Lied.
So far, I think the fastest anybody has been was Emmingham did one in 4 minutes, I think. I think that's the closest that's the fastest we've ever done. I know GQ Smooth did one fairly quickly. I want to say his was like 6 minutes. But other than that, they usually take about at least 9 to 15. They usually take 9 to the full list. I like Dr. Jekyll's thinking, especially for the last word. Yes, sire. That's right. You shall call me the king.
It's good. Fuzz.
Nope, haven't seen it yet. So again, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, whoever gets this gets one shot at the vault. And I will have you know, we are down to 72 total combinations. And that's it. 72. Somebody got smart.
Can I buy a vowel? Stud.
Somebody got smart and basically took out like 3 in a row one day, 3 in the same row the next day, and it was basically, at that point, it was the whole list of numbers just kind of shot down really, really fast. Yes, I know my SIM card doesn't work. It's not supposed to work anymore. Quit telling me that. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking for the 4-letter word.
Hello, everybody.
He's back. Everybody hide the barbecue. Hide the coleslaw. Hide the potato salad. No, I had leftover hamburger chili bake. Because Bubbles is out doing her programming thing, trying to get a job. Sometimes I start to worry about that thing because it doesn't seem to work for her, but got to have faith, right? My plan, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, is Saturday I'll probably send out all these small ones that are going out, because I think that's all we've got right now is smalls. I think. look. I might have one or two larges that might have to go out. So I may try to get all the smalls out this weekend that are due out. And then I'm going to go price shopping. Yes, I'm going price shopping. Well, actually, more I'm going chest piece hunting. But that's how it works.
Skit.
I like the akin one. I'm trying to think if Leon would have been a legitimate word.
Hello everyone.
Hey, Trenzorg, how we doing? Did you get your package from Customs? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. I want to know if you got it and if it was in one piece.
Next.
Lots of good words, but not the word we're looking for. And while you guys are guessing, can't do that. I'm just going to have a beer. I think I'll just do beer today.
Flat.
Because it's still the middle of the week. Plus, I got only 2 left. Counting this one, I got 2 left. So that means I'll have to go beer shopping this weekend, too. Good grief.
Neck. Think it's my pop's order sitting in Customs, sadly, but sect.
Well, wait a minute. Where's the one I sent you then? Because I know mine's not the pop order. I'm trying to remember what's going to you. See, I sent out so many packages, I forget what they are.
Louisiana lasagna.
Hey, Dustin, how we doing now? Louisiana lasagna right now would be soaking wet. I'm just hoping my mom, who lives next door to Louisiana, is okay.
Scat.
Probably need to call her and ask her, but I probably need to call her and see if she's okay. But usually she calls if it's really bad. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for the 4-letter word of the day. And, oh, speaking of doing stuff, if you haven't started yet, I'm going to warn you. No Man's Sky, it's not as pretty on the PS4 as I assume it's going to be on the PlayStation, but it is a lot of fun, and it is very frustrating at times. I'm going to warn you that. If you make one tiny mistake somewhere, you screw up a lot of stuff. I have so far, since Friday, 6 hours Friday night, no, actually, yeah, 7 hours Friday night, almost all day Saturday and all day Sunday. So I have put in about 32 hours in this game so far. And I forget how long I played it yesterday. So probably about 38 hours. And I made one mistake. Just one. It basically took me about 5 hours to make up for my goof up. So this game, it is very hard, very fun. It is not your normal shoot 'em up, even though there is shoot 'em up happenings. I have been killed 9 times, I think.
That why if I get that game I will take it slow. Skip.
Well, trust me, bros, because I have been doing this I started off, and when I first started, I figured I was going to go as fast as I could. Well, I have visited a total of 3 systems. Total. I have visited a total of 6 planets. The last planet I was on, I spent literally 2 days game time. In other words, 48 hours. Well, we'll say a 12-hour day because sleep, work, and all that good stuff. I will say I spent about 22 hours on one planet, doing nothing but visiting this, that, and the other thing. Now, that's not to say it's not buggy. It crashes, yes. It does some things that will frustrate you. Like getting shot by pirates just because you have something in your cargo. I come off the planet's surface to get to the space station. I walked into 9 pirates. 9 of them. Trust me, that was one of my deaths.
Lead. Fun.
Nope. All good words, but not what we're looking for.
Fun.
I have been killed by pirates 3 times. My own stupidity once.
Food.
I am one of these people that apparently,
Damn LOL.
if there is one monument standing up that's about 40 feet in the air, when I come into land, I'm the one idiot that's going to land on top of the monument. I'm the one. I died once because I landed on top of it, didn't realize it, and because it automatically opens when you land and you step out. Well, guess where you stepped out from? Straight down.
Fine.
But yeah, it's got some bugs. For instance, it is possible to land your spacecraft next to a monument, and for whatever reason, the graphics interface assumes your tail end was landed in the monument, and I couldn't take off, and my ship kind of like exploded when I was trying to take off. I have been killed by animals twice. I have died from falling off a cliff once because I didn't see it coming. Because I was so dead set on finding a piece of material, I went, psst. Or my favorite blunder, and this is a big one. When you find a new crashed ship, the screen says make sure you transfer everything you want to the new ship before you accept. Well, dummy wasn't thinking. I just hit accept. I lost everything that was in my old ship because you cannot get it back. You cannot get it back once you do that. It's basically, you can see your ship, but you can't interact with it. You can't get anything out of it. So like I said, I made one mistake that cost me about 5 hours of playtime because I had to go 5 hours of looking for one damn mineral. One. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. There are 30 zillion ways you can play this. You can play this Explorer, you can play Pirate, you can play Linguist, Planetary Explorer, Galaxy Explorer,
Ned.
Flag. But me, I'm going the Linguist route. It's basically I'm trying to find every alien artifact to learn one word of the language at a time. Which is why I kind of shot myself when I left for another galaxy yesterday, because I ran into a new race, which means if I start with this new race, I got to start all over. But yeah, it will make you think at times. There are puzzles in there. They're simple puzzles for the most part. But yeah, like I said, the big bugs were, A, I landed basically next to something and thought I landed in it. And B, if you close your session, if it crashes, if it shuts down or you close it, and you had any icons for markers, when you get back in, all those icons and markers are gone. And it takes stuff, you have to build stuff to see the icons. So,
I seen someone go through the black hole. Late.
I heard somebody did, and I'm like, why? Why that soon? This must be somebody who was basically hyperdrive, and there. Because somebody said they think they could get through it in 30 hours. And I'm like, dude, 30 hours, I'm still having fun on just 2 planets. 2 planets and 1 moon.
Sail.
But yeah, to me it's like getting to the black hole that quickly. Why? It's one of those where Rose is the platinum king, and it's like, dude, you go for that early, great, you got there. Now what?
Nail. I thought the black hole was going to kill them.
Nope. Doesn't kill them. That's one thing I did learn from reading.
Skip.
I don't know exactly what it does. I just know it's like a very, very, very fun part of it. Because I don't think there is much that will permanently kill you. A black hole would kind of permanently kill you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're down to the last minute for the 4-letter word. And again, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are just joining us, we are Wits. We are live from PlayStation and YouTube's only interactive chat-based game show network. And yes, I bounce in and out of the camera a lot, and I apologize for that. We are here every Tuesday, every Saturday, unless it's an act of God, an act of work, or an act of wife.
To a different card.
Yes, that is basically what it did. It basically launched them to an entirely different region of the galaxy. Or the universe. Let's put the universe. I can't say galaxy. And I didn't pay attention on the video if he got closer or further away from the galactic center. But everything you see here and everything you don't see here at the moment is basically something that is given away to those of you that participate on the channel. Tonight, we have the 4-letter word, which can give you a shot at the vault. We have the prize list, which will be giving away something to somebody. I already know what it is. And tonight, we have a volunteer, or a submitter. As you guys know on TV, when you watch the game shows, they would do this: send us your questions, send us your comments, this sort of thing. If we read it on the air, you'll get it something. Well, we do the same thing here. On list night, if you guys have an idea for the list, and I use it on the air,
Clip
something from
size P.
From the small part of the prize pile will be going to you. And tonight, we have a submitted list from one of our viewers. All right, so though, if you think those are your 4 words, what's the 4-letter word that goes right down the middle? And ladies and gentlemen, you got about 28 seconds to get your last guesses in. You got about 20 seconds. And like I said, starting Saturday, we're going to start putting time limits on the games. Alright, time is up. And no winner this time. But I'm going to tell you, Dr. Jekyll was close. Eminem was close. I forget who else. There was a third one that was close. You guys were all off by one letter.
Ford.
You guys were all off by one letter tonight. The correct answer for the four-letter word this evening
I'm the Rebel Galaxy.
Skin. I like it. My only problem with Rebel Galaxy was I'm trying to think of how to explain what my problem with Rebel Galaxy is. It was basically you turned toward a point, you did a scan, which ironically is the same thing in No Man's Sky, and you'd see stuff pop up, and it was like, okay, which one am I looking for? And it's like, I have no clue. But yeah, Rebel Galaxy is a lot like No Man's Sky. It really is. I haven't done any planet hopping on Rebel Galaxy yet, because I'm not even sure if you can.
I was closed. I had skid.
Yes, Fatality. I saw Skid. I saw Skin. I saw Skit. I saw Skim. And I saw Aiken a couple of times. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that means no vault tonight. So the vault will remain closed this evening, or at least, yeah, for this evening. And ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get ready to face the list. And as you can see, I kind of cheated a little. I put the cover up there.
When it plays My Evil Ways song.
See, that's the thing I loved about Rebel Galaxy. I love the music to it. It has that old space opera western feel music to it. I think the soundtrack for it is absolutely brilliant.
I should have thought of my last name.
I think the music to Rebel Galaxy is absolutely fantastic. I could sit there and just let my ship float and let the music play. And I think I did last week before I got No Man's Sky. So now I got like 2 games I'm really going to play a lot, and one I keep trying to get back into, which is Fallout. And then there's putting the show together, broadcasting the show, watching the streamers, doing the housework, doing the yard work. I just have no life anymore. That's all there is to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the list. And tonight's first list, we are looking for Wind Blank. We are looking for Wind Blank. So again, everything on this one will start with the word wind. And if I could guess...
Have you played Neverwinter?
Yes, I actually have. I am level 27.
Windstorm.
That's the other one I because it was basically I was going to play Neverwinter until I bought No Man's Sky.
Windbreaker. Windsock. Wind in the Willows.
And I was doing great with Neverwinter. Once you get a companion, Neverwinter seems to be like really, really easy.
Windblow.
For the most part. And because they do some things in there that I actually like in Neverwinter. One of my favorite things in Neverwinter is you actually don't have to be in a group to participate in a group item. Because I'm still in...
I am level 6-1. I've been playing it a lot.
Cathraxis, I think. And it just so happened that they're fighting Cathraxis. I'm going around doing something else with the circles. And me not paying attention, I took a wild shot with an arrow because I only like playing the Ranger. And I accidentally hit Cathraxis once, not realizing it. So I just
Windburn.
kept going. The next thing I know, ding,
Wind
you have
chimes.
beaten Cathraxis. And I'm like,
Windbag.
what?
Shields.
Now, I will say there are a couple of ones in here that are... Oh, we did get
Jammers.
Windjammer. Oh, wow. See, I did not think Windjammer was going to get caught. I did not think Windjammer was going to get caught. Nice pick, Fatality.
Surfing. Wind under your wings.
I'm debating now.
Flowers.
Think of another word for it, Eminem. Think of another word.
Earth, wind, and fire.
Nope, there will be
Screams.
nothing in front of wind. There will be nothing in front of wind.
Windsurfing.
And like I said, there are 3 trick ones, I think, in here. I'm going to say there are 3 trick ones. Just so you guys know, I'm going to give you guys a heads up.
Storm.
Number 7, number 9, and number 4. We'll see what happens.
Windwalker.
Oh, there went one of them.
Throws. Windows 9.5. Windowsill. Wind in your hair. Proof. Windy.
So again, we got 6 left. And I think there are 2 that are still kind of tricky if you think about it. Now the only thing I haven't done to this yet that I was going to do to it is I'm going to add like a little clue button at some point.
Windrow. What I should. Beneath my wings.
There we go. I couldn't take Under Your Wings because this one's an actual song. Wind Beneath My Wings.
Wind the wind blows. Windflower.
Nope, not Windflower, not Wind the Wind Blows.
Windward.
Nope. Although you may want to remember that one for a later list.
Wind around your little finger.
Ooh, brilliant one, and yes, it would qualify.
Windwalker. Windshield. Wind hover. Windfalls.
Oh, Windfalls comes off the list. Even though I put a space in there, it wasn't supposed to be one.
Windscreen.
Nope, no windscreens.
Windowsill. Windsurfing. Windward.
So we are down to 4 for this one.
Wind your window down. Windswept. Wind cries merry. Wind chill. Windy City.
Nope, Windy City won't work because Y City is not a full word.
Windpipe. Windburns.
Oh, I didn't think about windpipe. I wish I had now.
Window pane.
Is he related to major pain?
Wind speed. Windmere. Windproof. Wind burning. Windlassing. Windsocks.
Nope, that's a good one. I thought about windsock. I did think about putting that one on.
Windlass. I broke wind last night.
Yeah, it sounds like somebody needs to go see the doctor.
Wind up.
Oh, there we go. Wind up.
Windmills.
Sometimes it's the short ones
Winded.
and the easy ones. So there's still one I think is going to be tough. So we've gotten 4 and 7. I'm going to say 9 is the other hard one.
Wind down.
Is the name of the world's most famous baby doctor. Can you find it? Now you see it. That's how we play.
I remember wind up toys.
Now. You.
I know, because there's like one of the auction says I had a whole bunch of them. And I thought about getting some for giveaways, and I was just like, nah. I do small, I just don't do that kind of small. Although I did give away one. Just because I liked how the RoboPet one looked. And all it was a wind-up little robot dog.
Wind across the plains.
And normally I stay away from the wind-up stuff. I'm going to give you that one fatality. That's what I was looking for. It was wind back the clock, wind the clock, wind one's clock. Anything would have worked for that one. So we got the hard ones out of the way.
Wind
The ones that
hovers.
are left are not as difficult. I will tell you that right now.
Windstorm.
No, please, I don't want any more windstorms because we had just heavy rain and my nice big tree that's out in the backyard.
You ever check Goodwill stores for prizes?
Yeah, I do. I have like 3 of them near me. I haven't been to it in a while. Because I was going to stop by there Saturday, and I was just like too much of a mood to get back to playing the game. But yeah, I have 2 major flea markets that are like each in opposite directions, so I have to pick one or the other. I have a ton of Goodwill stores. My Kmart that's still
It's
here and
raining in
still
your area
working.
too.
Oh, dude, it's been like for the last 3 days. It's been heavy. Not Louisiana heavy, but heavy.
Wind back.
Yeah, because I think we're getting the lead-in stuff to what you're getting, fatality. But yeah, because I went to Red Rack, they didn't have anything.
Sheer.
I haven't been to the Goodwill in a while. I probably might do that this weekend, just to go looking.
Wind-filled pastures. I am plan on going to a Goodwill to see if they got any toys.
Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
From my childhood.
For instance, I went in the one that's nearest me. I went in one day just to see, and they had a ton of games in there. The problem was, you could tell that they were all missing major components.
Windproof.
There was a game of Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader that I was really interested in.
Wind chill.
And I pop open the box, and everything in the box is like spread out. And I'm looking, and I'm like, something doesn't quite look right. And in the game, it has that those stereograph cards. And I'm looking, and there's nothing to read the stereograph card with. And I'm like, what good is this? I mean, I know what you use like red cellophane.
Wind in the willows.
But it was kind of like,
Winds of change.
if it's not in the box, I don't want it. If it's not in the box, it's just basically, I'm not even going to take a chance.
Winds of change.
That's why I prefer the auction sites.
Wind of change scorpions.
I haven't checked it in a while. I got to see what they got coming up.
Wind bells.
Because that's where I get most of my really, really good stuff. The Hikari turtles, for instance, I got those on my auction site for a ridiculously low price.
Windrose.
The Phantom of the Opera music box that Lady Dova
Wind
got.
chimes.
Got it for almost nothing.
Wind in the willows.
Wind chime. I'm trying to think of what else. A lot of the
Wind
NASCAR
waves.
stuff I get off the auction site because it's a lot cheaper than any of the toy shows I go to or the flea markets. Because I have one guy, and he would make a couple of people jealous.
Wind instruments.
Because he has like
Wind blown.
nothing but die-cast cars. And I mean the 124 models. And there's stuff in there that's like, I would love to get my hands on. But I'm not spending what he's asking for them. I mean, they're in the box. The boxes are in good shape.
Wind section.
But some of the prices he was asking for them, it just ain't happening.
Wind
So we are
from
down
behind.
to one wind, ladies and
Wind swept.
gentlemen.
Wind cave.
Nope, not what we are looking for. But yeah, I've got to decide whether or not I'm going to go to my flea market in Illinois Saturday before the show, or go to my one down in Wentzville Sunday, if the weather
Winders.
if the weather cooperates, because they say it may rain again next weekend.
Wind throw. Wind burst.
Because I haven't been back to that one for a while, and that guy, there's
Winding.
one dealer there I know that usually has a lot of stuff that's collectibles, but it's almost always Star Wars figures, almost always. Whereas the guys over in Illinois, when I go, I never know what I'm going to walk out with. It could be
Windsurfing.
Spawn, it could be Thundercats, it could be DVDs, Pops, Hikari. But most of this stuff has come from flea markets. And the one thing I've really, really
I try to look on Amazon if they got TMNT toys in costume. I got to go to the store real quick. I'll be right back. Windstar.
See, that's my problem with it's like, because I am not a guy that always kept up with the values of stuff. So it's like I'll see these guys with the basins full of loose figures, and I'm like, I would love to just take a chance on them because I mean it's next to nothing, but I could see myself spending a little bit for something that's worth like 25 cents, and it's like, ugh.
Windswept.
Because what am I? I've still got to look for some more Batman stuff at request. Somebody asked me to look for some wrestling stuff. which is where the Kmart came in. That's why I was asking on Instagram what you guys knew about the WWF or WWE zombie stuff. And then somebody told me it was basically Halloween stuff from last year. And I'm like, well, if it was from last year, I'm not spending full price for it. It just is not going to happen. Plus, they had like a replica plastic U.S. title. And I'm like, I want the real one. I want a metal one.
Wind gust.
All right, we're down to about 8 minutes left on this one, ladies and gentlemen. We're down to 8 minutes on this one.
Wind direction.
And to give you guys a little hint, think Fallout. We'll give you that one. We'll give you a clue there. We're going to say Fallout.
Windy MC Winderson.
What, is she one of the patients, Dr. Jekyll? But yeah, like I said, I had my weapon of choice for Murder Spree Monday, and I didn't even bother doing anything with it to film it, and I wish I had. Please tell me that's not Bubbles messaging me.
Windstorm.
Nope. Okay. Lots of question marks. I don't think that'll work for an answer. But yeah, so like I said, this week I'm probably going to hit one, if not both, of my flea markets. Probably stop off at the Goodwill this week to look in there.
Gotta get him in there, Saint. Emoji winking face. Murder spree. Windy. Windies. Wind turbine.
There we go. Immingham finishes it off with wind turbine.
Funnel. Windmaster.
So we had windfall, wind chime, wind turbine, wind up, windbreaker, wind beneath my wings, window. I'll give you guys credit. I thought window was going to be a little more difficult. Windjammer, wind ones, wind back, wind the clock, and windbag. So ladies and gentlemen, that is the first of the 3 lists tonight. And we did that one in
Solar
25
wind.
minutes. Not too bad at all, guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Dominate.
First ad of the night. And you guys will have to bear with me 1 minute. I gotta jump in front of the camera again. And for those of you that don't know, please check out GQ Snoo, the faux show, the late night talk show master. Although he needs to start taking phone calls again. Hey, Ron, what's the good word? I just realized this is my last beer because this is the Rolling Rock. Ugh. That's my last beer in the house. Yikes. Thankfully, I got the liquor behind me, but I kind of have to behave because it's still early in the week.
Beer run. What kind of beer?
Right now, Rolling Rock. This is my last one. I'm a Bud Ice guy most of the time, but I think I bought that because it was like one of those where it was like all the cash I had left on the thing.
Howdy MR Mexico, how's it going?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for list number 2 of the night.
Ooh, I like Roll Rock.
I don't mind it. It's just not my preference. So, ladies and gentlemen, for list number 2 of the 3 this evening, we've had wind. Now we're looking for ice. We are looking for words or phrases that start with ice.
Wendy's Tester Burger. Cube. Iceberg. Cube. Ice Baby. Ice Cream.
I will give you that
Breaker.
one, Dr. Jekyll.
Ice Storm. Skate. Isolation. Icebreaker. Ice Baby. Ice Tea. Ice Thin.
Yep, I just
I
saw
Energy.
Icebreaker. Make sure I didn't
Isis.
miss any. So we're looking for
Ischia.
words or phrases that start
cream.
with ice.
Icicles. Ice
Now, I will say there are a couple in here that are probably a little bit lesser known. So you might
Ice
have
cold.
to think about a couple of them.
Ice
And
tea.
as you guys know, this list will only run
Incus veins. Ice hole. Ice flow. Ice house. Icy.
This one will
I make some good iced tea.
probably only run about 15 to 20 minutes.
Icycla. Iceberg.
My guess will
Ice
be number
hole.
6.
Ice skating. Ice cream. Ice castle. Ice storm. Ice hot.
I thought it was icy hot.
Ice hotel.
I thought about Ice Hotel. I really did.
Ice rain.
And I gotta fix something real quick while we got it here.
Ice pick.
We're gonna do a quick color change. while
Icy
we're at it.
road. Ice climbing. Ice fall. Ice bar.
And we have Ice Road Truckers. I would have taken
Ice
either
road
or.
truckers. Ice over. Icebreaker.
Ugh, that's an ugly
Icebox.
color.
Ice caps. Ice speedway.
There we go.
Ice climber. Ice pack. I see dead people.
Very nicely done, Truth. Nicely done.
Ice in a box. Ice
Yeah, like
beer.
a pop ice in the box.
Ice box. Ice man. Ice cold.
So I'm going to say number 6 and number 7.
Ice cube tray. Icy hot. Ice block. Ice dancing. Ice machine. Ice cube. Ice fall. Ice man. Ice cube. Ice dispenser.
Now, see, if anybody got number 7, it should be either dude or Ron.
Ice cream sundae. Ice sculpture. Ice shoes. Ice boat. Ice house.
And now I
Ice
know how to
cubes.
do. See,
Ice hotel.
I finally figured out how to do Dude's Ad.
Ice
I gotta
agent.
work on that one next. I still gotta work on Macy's.
Ice cold beer.
I like that Ice Agent. I like that one. That would have been good.
Iceman. Ice
Gotta work on
dildo.
Dude's Ad next. I
Ice
still gotta
cold.
figure one out for Ron. I gotta figure out how to get a
Ice
snapshot
maker.
of Macy. Because for whatever reason, I can't seem to pull my stuff from
Ice
Instagram to
butt
my
plug.
PC. Don't know why. It's just not liking me in that regards.
Ice. Ice axe. Ice age.
So yeah, I still think 6 and 7 will be the hardest.
Ice defroster. Ice enema. Ice pick.
I think you need a doctor for that one, Billion.
Ice rally. Ice bucket. Item. Ice skate.
Nice use of the ice, but it doesn't count on a misspell.
Ice machine.
But ladies and gentlemen,
Ice
again, I want
Ice
to thank you
ring.
guys that have been following the channel. We have hit 120 followers on the YouTube channel. It's nothing compared to what it was on Ustream, but we don't like Ustream anymore. As you guys know, when we hit milestones, there are giveaways, which basically get rewarded to those of you that are following or
Ice
subscribing
hockey.
on YouTube.
Ice failing.
We just gave away one. We gave
Ice
away a
skating.
shirt at 100.
Icebound. Ice
Um,
hockey. Ice
we- we
clampons.
We're aiming for 250. We basically
balls.
use the landmarks 100,
Ice
250, 500, and so on and so forth. So we got a ways to go for the next free drawing. So you guys need to find guys that like game shows.
Ice monsters.
Sign them up. Tell them to come log in and subscribe
Ice
to the
light.
channel.
Ice rock. Icy.
And again, for those of you that don't know, Saturdays we do our standard
Ice
tribute to the
bombs.
various TV game shows that have been out there. And sometimes we tweak them, sometimes we run them as they are. If you
Ice
guys get a
cream.
chance, check out Game Show Utopia
Iceman.
on Instagram and Facebook
Ice
and a
cream.
few other locations. They do pretty much true to the original series. They don't change it up any like I do, but that's because they have the software that basically runs from it.
Ice lemonade. Roll bud.
Um,
Ice list.
Starting Saturday, what we're going to start doing is
Ice
we are
the
start
cake.
going to putting time limits on the games. And the reason we're doing that is because, again, we have certain games that really
Ice water in
run
veins.
long. Oh, I like ice water in the
Ice
veins.
tea.
That would have been a brilliant one to use.
Ice
Yeah.
Nazi.
Like I said, when we have a game that runs 2.5 hours, it's kind of hard to keep non-participants' attention. So we're working on how to time some of these games. So it'll be basically no game should run more than 1 hour. At least that's the idea.
Iceberg. Ice hard. Ice shard. Ice vanilla. Ice comet meteor.
So we're going to start this on Saturday.
Ice boxes.
And basically what that means is the games will be shorter, but if we're in a good mood, that means we'll be running more games. And more games means more prizes. So please make sure you check out the catalog on Facebook. Look up Listwitz Game Show. Not Listwitz, that's like my personal one that points to it. Check out Listwitz Game Show. You will see a catalog of all the prizes we've given out.
Hello.
Hey, J-Dub, how we doing?
Ice balls.
That would be an icebreaker, Ron, and it already came off the board.
Ice Slurpee.
It is, for the most part, up to date. I have not moved the stuff that's going out. It's in the back yonder. Those have not been relocated yet.
Ice coating. Ice compress.
HBK was like, kept looking at the one that I don't use the catalog for. He's like, it's never been updated since April. And I'm like, yeah, it is. You got to go to the right site. He's like, no, I'm at the site. And I'm like, not quite.
Ice cold.
So again, check us out on Instagram, Saint Fan.
Be right back.
Check us out on Facebook, the Listwitz Game Show Network. Check out our webpage. It is wits.com/thesaintfan1/Listwitz.
Iceberg.
That guess is coming up a lot. Iceberg is the one everybody thinks of.
Ice Hawks.
So we are looking for 4 more ice words.
Ice bar.
And we are not even close to hint time yet.
Ice house beer.
I thought about that one. I really did, but I like number 7 better. So there's you a hint. I thought about Ice House Beer.
Iceman.
But I like the idea behind number 7 a lot better.
Ice Maidens. Ice Cloud.
So ladies and gentlemen.
Iced coffee.
Nope, there will be no iced unless the D makes up part of another word.
Ice Princess LOL.
Oh, nicely done, Truth. Ice Princess was definitely
Ice
on
beer.
the list.
Ice hockey.
Alright, give me a minute because I gotta put my damn thing on the charger again.
Ice King.
Nope, no Ice King. Queen and Princess is all those on there for royals.
Ice Prince. Ice is cold. Ice bling. Trying my luck LOL.
And the funny thing was, I didn't realize they had Ice Queen and Ice Princess
Ice
on there.
Sandy.
Until after I ran the macro to set up the prize pile.
Ice elves.
And it's like, ah. So we are down to 4 ices, ladies and gentlemen. Or no, 3 ices left. Yeah, we're down to 3.
Ice pop. Iceman cometh.
Believe it or not, Iceman Cometh was what set this off. And then it was like, well, because I have to use Iceman, and I didn't like Iceman by itself.
Ice King. Icelandic.
Nope, Iceland's already
Ice
up
World.
there. And like I said, I am
Ice
surprised
Puke
number
and
8
going
hasn't
crazy.
come off yet. I am surprised number 8 has not come off yet.
Ice skaters. Ice holes. I'm surrounded by ice holes. Ice chasm.
Johnny Dangerously. You a farkin' ice hole. For those of you that don't know who it is, go look, go watch. It's Michael Keaton at some of his
Iceberg.
comedic best.
Ice back.
So we are down to 3. And like I said, I figured 7 might be a little tougher.
Ice fog.
Nope.
Fargin ice holes. Love that movie.
I know, absolutely hilarious. My grandmother hung me on a hook once. See,
Icewind Dale.
if I had 3 comedy
Ice
movies I'd
Glass.
pick,
Ice bath.
it would be Blazing Saddles, Spaceballs, and Johnny Dangerously. Those would be the
Ice
3
Wolves.
greatest comedies of all time.
Just once. Come on man, let's chat. Ice pack.
Like one of my favorite lines is when they're in the closet or in the janitor's
Ice
closet,
dryer.
and he comes running out and he finds out Johnny Dangerously is his brother, and the janitor walks
Spaceballs.
in.
Funny, she
Hallelujah!
doesn't look droosh. Ice fingers. Ice melting. Ice face. Ice crusher.
All right, we're gonna give you a hint for one of them. We're getting to that point. Think sports,
Ice beard.
or I should say, think a sport.
Ice plow. Ice in Kansas.
Only when it's like really, really, really cold. I need to like move something so you guys can see like when I'm back here.
Ice in New York. Ice fishing.
There we go. Ice fishing comes
Ice in
off
hell.
the board. All right, so we're down to 2.
Ice the kicker.
And I will. Oh, I wish I had thought of that one. That one would have been good to use.
Ice in Las Vegas.
Okay,
Iced.
I'm trying to think of how to give you a hint for number 3. Like I said, we've had some people that have hit what's in number 3.
Your mustache like Saddam Hussein.
Oh no, it's Tom Selleck. It's a Tom Selleck stash. If you ever go watch Blue Bloods, that's what it's like. It's got that much gray in it. I'm going for the Quigley Down Under look, sort of, just with green instead of black.
Iceberg lettuce.
All right, Let's think. Let's think. Let's think. Let's think.
Ice pick.
I'm trying to think. You could say Vegas might be a decent clue, but I don't like that one.
Ice from your mother.
Think of a show. There we go. We'll give you that one. We're going to say a show.
Ice smoother. Ice diamond. What do you know about Saddam Hussein?
That he's dead?
Ice fear factor.
No. Think stage show. Musical show. Yeah, that's a better
Icy
one.
cow penis.
The musical show.
Ice prison.
So we are looking for the last two ice words. So again, think musical show.
Ice cabaret. Ice
Nope.
dance.
But you're on the right track.
Ice dungeon. Ice fortress. Ice capots.
There we go. Ice capades. Alright, now for the last one. I've already given you guys one hint about this. And like I said, think... And this is a sort of thing. If you guys have watched people's streams, think about Ron Mexico, Dude. Let's see, who else does it a lot? Who else? I would say Singing Gamer, but I'm not sure Singing Gamer would count on that one. So Laura Croft, Ron Mexico, Dude, they all have some, Super Dave, they all have something in common.
Hello there, how are you? Welcome back to our show. PM CST. How old are they?
Vegas.
I have a little something in common with it. Let's see, who else? I think those would be the big four. They all have one thing
Small penises.
very much in common.
Ice fat.
If you know what they all four have in common,
Ice
you know
over.
the idea behind number 7. If you know what they all have in common, you know the idea behind number 7.
LOL. Ice god.
Nope. Although you might say they are streaming gods at times.
Ice brood.
Okay, somebody's got the idea of what the theme is, I think. But now we're looking for a specific ice word related to it.
Ice mug.
Nope. I gotta wait 3 minutes before I give the magic word, because there's one magic word that will give it away. or should give it away.
Oh, you stop. Ice glass.
Me stop, never. Flattery is what I do best.
Ice filtered.
But if you think about those four, they all have something very much in common on their stream.
Ice capsule. Ice from the store.
Nope. All right. See, I still got 2
Ice
minutes.
in
I
their
can't-
beer.
I can't.
Ice clear.
All right. Beer is a good word for it, but there's another word that is just similar to it.
Ice outside.
Think alcohol. That's your commonality between those four. Think alcohol. And then we're looking for ice blank. Ice blank.
Ice cold brew.
Nope. Don't think beer. I will tell you that right now. It is not beer, but it is alcohol.
Backseat driver.
For $25,000, what does it say?
It's now or never.
It is alcohol, but it is not beer.
Ice liquor.
Nope.
Vodka.
Nope.
Rum.
Think alcohol, but not beer. Not vodka, not rum, not tequila. It's a very common alcohol.
Ice margarita.
Nope. You're looking for one very specific alcohol. $750
Ice
milliliters.
whiskey.
Nope.
Ice wine.
There we go. Ice wine. So we had the Ice Queen, the
Ice on the
Icebreaker,
rocks.
Ice Capades, Ice Flow, which surprised me. I thought that one would last longer. Ice Road Truckers, Ice Princess, Ice Wine, Ice Fishing, Iceland, and Ice Baby. I couldn't resist that one. I always had to put one title in there somewhere if I can do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the ice list, which means we are now quickly approaching the prize list. And tonight's prize list, ladies and gentlemen, was again a submission. This was a submission from one of our viewers, which means that our guest that you are about to see the ad for, he is a YouTuber, will be getting a prize just for sending in the list. So if you guys have a good idea for a list, you send me the idea. If I can put the list together and put it on air, you guys will get something for it. For instance, this will be the third. This will be
Ice
the
fish you said
third.
you bastardo.
This will be the third user list user submission. And this will be the third prize is given out just for submitting a list to the show. So, ladies and gentlemen,
Knew I want more.
the sponsor of tonight's list
That list was lame. I want sex toy list LOL.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight's prize list was submitted by Bros the Platinum King. So if you guys have any gripes with the list, there's the gentleman that you get to yell at. No, he just gave me the idea, and from that, I kind of ran with it. Took me a while to figure out how to put this together as a theme. But I kind of liked it after I got around to working with it. So tonight's prize list, ladies and gentlemen. The prize list for tonight. Whoop, I gotta fix the color. There we go. That's a little better. Everything's bigger in these Texas phrases. These are all words or phrases that have the word Texas in them. Could be at the start, at the end, at the beginning. Now, to make it fair, I will let you guys know there are absolutely no blank Texas cities of Texas. These are all words and phrases that include the word Texas. So there will be no Houston, Texas, no Dallas, Texas, or anything of that sort.
Churches.
So we are looking for phrases that have the word Texas in them.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
And dude gets number 4 off the list.
Texas Longhorns.
Nope.
Don't mess with Texas. All my exes live in Texas.
Dude with number 7 on the list. Dude cleaning up tonight. All my exes live in Texas. again, this is
Texas
basically
trucks.
everything's
Yachts
bigger than
Mocker
these.
says Texas tea.
Oh, that's a good one, Jack, but it didn't make it. I think
Texas
it missed
Chainsaw
out for number
Massacre.
10 that was on there. I
Down
think-
south in Texas.
And again, because this is a prize list, I am not giving out any hints to the last possible minute, just to let you guys know. I just don't like the color, though. Ugh.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
I'm going to give you that one, Ron, because I had the Texas Rangers. But I figure Walker, Texas Rangers close enough. Now, the one I think is going, the two I think will be tough are 8 and 9. Those are the two I think are going to be the toughest ones.
Yellow Rose of Texas. Biggest
Correct,
wheelie bins
Flop.
in Texas.
The Yellow Rose of Texas. The biggest wheelie bins. Now, I do think number 8 is actually pretty tough.
I'll take it, LOL. Only things that come from Texas are steers and queers.
Now, see, the thing is, when
Texans.
I remember the movie, it was the only things from Oklahoma.
Texas Pete.
That's why I got to go back and look, because I thought it was everything from Oklahoma. But it's been so long since I've seen that movie that I don't remember. So we are looking for words and phrases that have the word Texas in them. I should say phrases, because there are no single words. So it's either something Texas or Texas something. I'm checking to make sure I don't have any in the middle. Yeah, I don't have any with it in the middle. So I'll tell you guys that right now. They either all start with Texas or they all end with Texas. Of course, most Texans would say that anyway. They say
Texas
everything
Star.
starts and ends with Texas. Plus, I think I gotta go shopping. I need new staff. I don't think the bottom comes off this one. Yeah, swap it out. Dang it. So we are looking for words and phrases that start with or end with Texas.
Walls across Texas. The best ride out of Texas.
Oh, see, Emmingham just like kind of reminded me of one that I wanted to put in here, and for some reason I didn't. And I don't know why I didn't.
See Texas in my rear view mirror.
So we are looking for
The
words.
best little whorehouse in Texas.
That's the one I was just thinking of, dude. And it's like, how did I forget to put that on there? How did I forget to put best little whorehouse in Texas on my list? I am very, very disappointed in myself. I think I will be signing up for the Dummy Institute after that one. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for words and phrases that either start with or end with Texas. I'm going to do another color switch real quick, hopefully. thought I had a gray in here somewhere. Ugh. That's definitely not what I wanted. Yeah, it'll have to stay black for now. It'll have to stay black for now. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for words and phrases that either start with or end with the word Texas.
I'm back.
Hey, welcome back, Fatality.
Texas has an Austin. We have Mars as well.
So again, there will be no cities, comma, Texas. These are all phrases or words, just to let you guys know. Because if we were doing cities, we'd be here forever.
Texas mega churches.
Nope. And like I said, the only one that I think is a little off would be 8 and maybe 9.
Let's all play What's My Line?
Texas on a plate.
Nope. Not in there. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for the prize list. So behind one of these, there is a prize that is going out
Texas
to somebody.
toast.
Oh, correct, Dr. Jekyll. Texas toast is definitely on the list.
Read my lips. No new Texas.
Don't tell them that in Austin.
My heart is big as Texas.
Nope, not what we're looking for. Let's see. I will tell you, everything that is left starts with Texas. Everything that is left starts with Texas. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, behind one of these is a prize item.
10 players
And shows you what happened to question.
for $10,000 and a brand new car.
The answer is...
Texas on my mind.
I'm trying
Saddle
to think
sore
of
in Texas.
who does that one. Nope, remember
Texas
everything.
barbecue is nasty. Memphis is best.
Don't tell my uncle. My uncle is from Texas, and he would argue with you till the end of days. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're down to halfway through.
No comment.
Yeah, my uncle would dispute that claim in a heartbeat. See, but officially,
Yachtmaker says Texas Star.
nope, not Texas Star, Jack. See, officially, I don't think there's such a thing as Texas barbecue. There's Kansas City, there's Memphis, and Carolina. That's it. Those are the 3 barbecues. Everything else is a variety of one of those 3.
Beans and grits in Texas.
Nope. Just remember, Eminem, everything will start with Texas. Everything that's left starts with the word Texas. And I would have thought number 1 would have come off by now. I would have thought number 1 would have come off by now. Because number 1 is very popular.
Texas Cowboys.
Nope, not Texas Cowboys.
Texas Flood Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yes,
Cowboy
but he's
dressage
not
in
on the
Texas.
list.
Texas State Troopers.
Nope, not Texas
Texas
State
Tech.
Trooper. Well, that's
Texas
a good one because I
A&M.
seriously thought about putting
Texas Highway.
I thought about putting Texas, one of the Texas universities on here. And to give you a hint, I kind of compromised. There is a school on here, sort of. It's more of a mascot than the actual school. So there is a college mascot that
Texas
is on here.
Propane.
No, see, that's where I need a voiceover, a nerdy doing propane. You
Texas Longhorns.
need some propane? Nope. It's not the Longhorns.
Texas Cactus Counters.
They only do that to pass the time, so that's not really a real phrase.
Texas Horned Frogs.
There we go, Ron, with the Texas Horned Frog from TCU. Okay, and like I said, everything that's left, I think, is, well, except for number 8. Number 8, like I said, I think is the tough one. But 1, 5, and 6 are a little easier, I think. Like I said, number 1 is extremely popular. I will tell you guys that
Damn
right
it,
now.
Bobby, get back to your room. Texas Red Hot Chili. Texas Tractors.
Nope. Like I said, number 1 is definitely popular. 6 depends on where you go out. Number 8.
Texas Two-Step.
Oh, Texas
Texas
Two-Step. Dude, with the Texas Two-Step, my kind of dance. It's about the only kind I'm any good at.
Texas Bungle Champ. Texas Chili.
Number 8,
Texas
think of another
Cowpoke.
sport. And number 5, think Vince McMahon. So there you clue. Clue number 1, very popular.
Good morrow, MR Wits of Lists.
Hey, Jeff,
Texas
how we
Line
doing?
Dancing.
Number 5, think Vince McMahon. And number 8, think another sport.
XFL.
There's no Texas in the XFL. That's one reason it never really worked. See, if Vince had been smart, he would have had a couple of good Texas teams for his XFL. Guarantee you he'd made money that way.
Texas Lawnmower.
Nope, not a Texas lawnmower. So again, number 1, very popular. Number 5, thinks Vince McMahon. And And number 8, think round ball. Well, no, I don't want to say round ball. What? Think the
Wiggle your
minors.
sticks, Listy. PS4 rest mode.
Yeah.
Your PS4 is going to go into rest mode.
So again, number 1, very popular. Number 5, Vince McMahon. And number 8, think center field.
Don't mess with Texas.
Now, see, that was the first one I thought of, and I'm like, that's going to be the first one they guess. That would be the first one they guess.
Texas armadillos. Many biscuit showers for the dud.
So again, think number 1, think Maverick. Number 5, Vince
Texas
McMahon.
cheerleaders.
And number 8, think center field, left field, right field.
Texas Field of Dreams. Texas tumbleweed.
Nope. So number 1.
I
Very
think I know number 5, LOL. Brr, back in Texas. Texas
Nope.
rattlesnake.
Nope. Somebody's thinking in the right direction now for one of them, but it is not the Texas rattlesnake.
Yoxmacher says Texas Stadium.
Nope, not Texas Stadium. So think baseball, wrestling, and Vegas. I'm trying to come up with any words I can come up with to help you guys come up with these last 3. So Vegas, wrestling, and baseball.
Six Flags of Texas.
Nope.
Texas boots.
Nope. Now you know you can still guess at these, bros, even though it's your
Texas
list.
Hold'em.
There we go. Texas Hold'em comes off the list. I really thought that one was going to
Texas
come off
Hold'em.
really early.
Texas no socks.
All right, so now we're down to Vince McMahon in wrestling and baseball.
Texas. Okay.
Because, yeah, you don't know what's actually on the list. You just knew what the theme of the list was. Did he say Oklahoma in a Texas list? Shame on you.
Texas tornado.
Correct, dude. Number 5 is indeed Kerry Von
Everything better
Erich
in Texas.
and the Texas Tornado. And finally, number 8 on the list. Think baseball. Miners. Grapefruit.
Texas tea.
Nope.
Nice dud.
Baseball. Miners. Southern. The Miners one should have given it away. I'll be honest with you. I would have thought that one had given it away.
Texas League.
There we go. The Texas League. It's basically
Texas
all.
Tumbleweeds.
Basically, the Texas League is a number of minor league teams that play pretty much Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and I think Arkansas. But the Texas League is one of the. Oh, the other meaning of Texas League
Texas
is to be tiny. Believe it or not, it's the only thing I know about Texas that basically says
Jeff the God of
you're
Biscuits
small.
said I just buttered your biscuit. Texas-sized twister.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so that is the Texas list. Again, thank Bros for this one. This was his idea. It took me a while to figure out
geez,
exactly how I
LOL.
wanted it to work. But yes, Texas League in slang terminology means very unimportant. Don't ask me why. I think they were making fun of Texas when they did it. So, ladies and gentlemen, behind one of these is a prize.
So which one pertained to Vince McMahon?
The Texas Tornado, Jeff. When Kerry Von Erich made the jump from world class to the WWF at the time, he got nicknamed the Texas Tornado because Vince did not think it was going to get over. Little did they know that the Von Erichs are loved no matter where they go. One of the all-time great families of professional wrestling. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see. Dude cleaned out the middle of the board. He pulled a KTG and got 4 through 7. Ron with 1, 3, 8, and 9. And then Flop and Dr. Jekyll bringing up the rear. So we're going to start with Dude's list. We're going to start right in the middle. And the first one that came off the board was deep in the heart of Texas. Let's find out if there's a prize deep in the heart of Texas. No, there is no prize
family
deep
is
in
the
the heart of
best cause I'm
Texas.
Canadian.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that takes Dude down to 3, which means we got to turn our attention to Ron with 3. And since he got the one that I kind of had to give a lot of help to on, we're going to hope and pray, no offense, Ron, that that's not in the Texas League. Can we find the prize in the Texas League? No, it is not in the Texas League. And since I'm a country music fan at heart, let's see if the prize can be found with all my exes living in Texas. Nope, not there either. So Dude down to 2 chances. Ron still at 3. And let's see if we can put them on the table. Let's see if the poker game gives Ron the prize pot tonight. Is the prize the result of a good old game of Texas Hold'em? And there it is. Ron is the winner of the Harry Mudd prize. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a batch of prizes that I have had for sitting out here for a while. I am probably, everybody else is a huge Star Wars fan. To me, Star Trek was always better. And one of my favorite villains, if you can call him a villain, in Star Trek was Harry Mudd. So imagine how I felt when I found the Harry Mudd figure from the original series with the base and a few extra pieces to go with him. I forget what all the pieces are. But Ron, you now have a Star Trek collectible to go with your Pops and your Doctor Who figures and everything else you have in your collection. Congratulations, Ron!
Yes. Finally.
And that means I do need your address again because I don't think I kept yours. So I am going to put that in the pile. And for Bros, just for sending me the list.
Congratulations, Ron. Just what Ron needed, more dolls.
They are action figures. Damn it, they are action figures.
Conrad's wrong.
For bros, this is actually one of the prizes that came out of the battle bin. Now, I will be honest.
Awesome.
I think
Thanks,
Battle
listen,
Bin kind of
Wits.
screwed up when they sent this because they never actually sent the instructions. So it's one of those where you get to make the rules yourself, I think. But for bros, he gets to play Sushi Chef as he is getting the game. And I gotta remember what the name of it is off the top of my head.
Dan Lack.
It's actually on the bucket. Oh yeah, it's Sushi Skills. That's the name of it. So yeah, it even comes with its own set of chopsticks, which was like one of the things I really loved about it. Because I know you actually have to use those to play the game. I know you have to use those to play the game. So bros, that will be coming to you. Ron, you will be getting the Harry Mudd figure. And for those of you that don't know, 2 months is the 50th, 40th anniversary, or no, 50th, I forget, 40th or 50th, 40th anniversary of Star Trek. So I thought they were going to hold out on the movie that early. So in the month of October, we will be doing Star Trek heavy prizes. So it'll be one of those few times where we're going to actually pretty much determine what the prizes are for you guys. But Ron Ambrose, congratulations, my friend. These are yours. And as I think that adds to the small set of stuff, those may be going out this weekend. Those may actually be going out this weekend. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the list. That is the prize list. That is how we run Tuesday night. For those of you that are still on the channel, and I hope there are a few of you, and I hope there are some new ones that are on the channel, I want to thank you guys for joining us. We are here every Tuesday. We are here every Saturday. We try to get you to exercise the little gray cells, as Hercule Poirot would say. But I want to thank you guys. I want to thank Bros for the idea. I want to thank you guys for participating. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, please check out your fellow streamers. There are a lot of entertaining, educational people out there, and they're a lot better than what you'll find on the BoobTube at times. They really are. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that, we're going to wrap things up for tonight. We will be back on Saturday, and like I said, right now, I'm aiming to do the closed game of TKO and maybe an open game. I don't know yet. But we will have some new rules in place. We will have time limits.
List Wits. Emoji thumbs up
Saturdays.
sign. Emoji thumbs up sign. Awesome day, Saint fan.
Like I said, I'm going to try to go pick up some more prizes this weekend, but I'm trying to save up for the toy show that's coming around in September. That's the big thing. So it's kind of like a balancing act for the next couple of weeks. Plus, I got bowling starting Friday again. So those of you that run Fridays, make sure you stream late because I won't see you till I get out of the alleys. But ladies and gentlemen, with that, I want to thank you guys for being with us. Please again follow us on Facebook, Listwits Game Show Network. Follow us on YouTube, Listwits. Follow the website. It's wix.com/thesaintfan/Listwits. I know it's really long. Check us out on Instagram, thesaintfan1. You always see the prizes there before you see them anywhere else. So ladies and gentlemen, with that, we're going to wish you guys a good night, and we will see y'all on Saturday. Y'all have a good one now. Y'all hear from the heart of Texas.
Text to speech unavailable here.